The most important lesson I've learned in life is just to be confident.
The reason I know if it's a hard battle or not is who I'm up against.
I think I still have something to prove in big moments like this because I still feel like I haven't really showcased my true self and my true style yet.
I know where I could battle and I could beat them, or where it's gonna be a hard one and it's gonna be a close battle.
We're coming at you from Area 15 in the entertainment capital of the world, and now, in my opinion, the breaking capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. 8 of the world's best youth breakers have joined us here for this evening. Tonight, we're in the middle of our elimination-style knockout bracket, where we will find out who will be the first ever breaking through champion. Welcome back to Breaking Through, leaders of the new school. Tonight, we are in the middle of our knockout style elimination bracket, where we will be crowning the first ever Breaking Through champion. We are located in the beautiful Area 15 in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. My name is Luis L-Prad Prado, and I am your host and expert analyst for the evening. And I am joined to my left by Elite Breaking League President ATN Carreira. We're going to go ahead and get into our third matchup of this bracket, featuring Babaloo, who is battling out of Las Vegas, Nevada, going toe-to-toe against BamBam, who is battling out of Phoenix, Arizona.
My name is Ace Tadeo. I am 15 years old and I am from Las Vegas, Nevada. My training regimen consists of me breaking from 5 to 6 days of the week. I break with my team Zoologic. I sometimes come after and train with Alchemy. An obstacle I kind of faced within my breaking was within like a time frame between like 2020 and 2021, where I was just like really power move based and nothing else. So like I just go out there, do power, do a little bit of top rock and a little bit of footwork, and I was not winning many battles. So I had to work on my style and musicality, and eventually I had a breakthrough, and now I evolve around musicality and blow-ups.
My name is Miguel Angel Rosario, also known as BamBam. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm 13 years old. I've been breaking for 8 years. My biggest inspiration is my dad. Why is because I feel like that could be the older me, and that's how I would want to move and be like. My training regimen would be 4 days a week, 3 hours a day. I train in my garage, and we have like a fully renovated gym / dancing floor, everything. That's like the dungeon.
We're about to go to the garage. Come on, come on.
I've gotten my breaking name. It was like a nickname, but I don't know exactly. It's just I've always been called it. Most recent loss is Indonesia, and it was a 7 of smoke, and the level out there is 2 times harder. I didn't come as prepared as I should have. I view my biggest competitor would be Babaloo. Difficulty, creativity, all that. My strategy for battling Babaloo first round would be the musicality and the creativity, which is 1 set and freestyle. My second round will be my strongest round, will be my bangers, my signatures, my sets.
Now let's look at one of the matchups that is featuring one of the favorites in the tournament, Babaloo. He will be going toe-to-toe against BamBam. The story here is as old as time. We've got a competitor who has big shoes to fill. BamBam is not just coming out of Phoenix, Arizona, but he is trained by a world champion breaker in gravity, who also happens to be his father. On the other hand, Babaloo is a favorite. He has every tool you need to make it big in this game. What do you think about Babaloo, and what do you think this matchup will entail?
Babaloo is a straight killer. That kid is a monster on the music. He can create a moment out of nothing. He's powerful, he's funky, he's got the whole package. BamBam, while he does have big shoes to fill, that kid is leveling up like crazy, and I think this matchup is going to be a lot closer than it seems on paper.
In my opinion, it's really going to come down to whether or not Babaloo can actually deliver when it counts. This is fully original music. That music that you mentioned as his weapon, it could also be his downfall.
Our competitors tonight will be judged using the Break Judging System, the official judging system of the EBL and Breaking Through. There are 5 categories: basics, the foundation of breaking, your top rock, footwork, and freezes; risk, your power moves, dynamics, and how far you push your limits; execution, how clean, controlled, and confident are your moves; artistry, your creativity, originality, and musicality; and knockout, your battle presence, strategy, and how you outperform your opponent. Each of these categories is judged by one expert judge, with 5 judges in total, each focused solely on their own category. Every battle is scheduled for a possible 3 rounds. A round is one exchange where both competitors take turns dancing. After each round, the judges vote for who they have winning their category. To win the round, you need to win 3 or more categories. The first competitor to win 2 rounds wins the battle. Let's take a look at this tale of the break. Babaloo, 2 years the elder, battling out of Las Vegas representing the Zoo. BamBam out of Arizona, repping vicious by nature. Babaloo has a 3-year experience advantage. This tale of the break is brought to you by Aloha Gold Buyers. Let's get into this top 8 battle. Babaloo battling out of the blue corner, BamBam out of the red corner. Babaloo getting right to work with some ground power combinations. A nice air freeze facing his opponent. Showing his understanding for the music. Getting right back into some power combos. Flare to air, flare back to flare. Nice shoulder spin halo. And one-handed halos. A little freeze combination at the end. Solid round from Babaloo. Let's see what BamBam has. Nice dynamic intro from BamBam into some power. With some flow work of his own. Stacking some freezes. BamBam is rebuttaling very nicely. Maybe a little stumble on the end of that round. Let's see what the judges say. Babaloo takes the first round, 4 categories to 1. Only knockout going to BamBam.
Come get yours.
BamBam's gonna need to win this next round to stay in the competition. Nice head slide intro for Babaloo.
Need a little swag, I coach you.
Babaloo always in tune with the music. Nice double windmill combination. Seamlessly transition into some footwork.
push your hat back.
With some 2000s to wrap his roundup. Nice power combo by BamBam, ending in a freeze facing his opponent.
Thought this was gonna be
BamBam's bringing the energy right now. BamBam taking his time, playing with the music.
Hold up, my flow nuts.
That was a good round from BamBam. Let's see what the judges say. Again, Babaloo taking 4 categories to 1. Only artistry going to BamBam. Excellent battle by both competitors. Now let's go backstage with Smurf and BamBam.
We are here with Bam. How you feeling, Bam?
I'm feeling good. I just felt lost during my battle. I just felt like I forgot everything when I freaking worked on it.
So you had something you had a game plan, but when you went out there, you blanked out.
Yeah, that's what exactly happened. I feel like that happens to most breakers, but you gotta get used to it.
I gotta give you some props, man. When you came out there, you came out with I thought you were gonna win the knockout category. You can win the knockout category. You came out there with some rocking, and you came out aggressive. Is that something that you naturally do, or is that something that you're working on?
That's something I'm working on, especially with this judging system. But yeah, I don't do that normally, but had to get used to it today.
That's right, that's right. Is there anything you feel like you could have done better?
Hit my moves, hit the sets that I had working on, more power, and that's mostly it.
During the second round, during the end of it, you had a little hiccup. Did you feel like that affected you?
Kinda. That's when I forgot I had to do what I had to do, but I just messed it up.
It's all good, man. We appreciate you, man. We love watching you dance. We are right here with the one, the only Babaloo. Babaloo, how do you feel after the battle, man?
Feel great.
Yeah?
Yes.
That's right, that's right. Now, did you go in there with a game plan, or was it all freestyle?
A little bit of it was freestyle. I did have a game plan, but I am kind of a freestyle b-boy, so a little bit was freestyle.
Now, when you went out there, did you have all the categories in your mind and were thinking ahead of time of what you were gonna do, or did you just not care about the categories and just did you?
No, I was taking into consideration about the categories, but at the same time, I didn't let it get too much in my head and still did me.
Now, during the battle, Bam had a little hiccup. When you saw that hiccup, did you think it was over?
I mean, a little bit, but you can always come back from that,
That's right, man. Even if you have a hiccup, you can always come back. Congratulations, man. Talk to you soon.
We had BamBam versus Babaloo. We talked about it previously with some of the other matchups. This came down to experience.
I think BamBam showed that he belongs in the ranks of these high-level b-boys. We can expect really great things in the not-so-distant future out of BamBam.
And with that being said, people need to remember at home that there are favorites here, but this is a short bracket. The favorites will immediately start seeing the other favorites real soon.
Now let's take a look at this updated top 8 bracket. We have Babaloo earning his spot in the semifinals, bringing him one step closer to becoming the Breaking Through champion. In the next episode, we will turn our attention to the last battle of the quarterfinals, Kid Break versus Demise.
I'd say his strengths are execution. I mean, he has very basic movements, but he executes them well every time and he makes them look hard.
My ultimate goal for breaking right now, to actually take it on a professional level and to be able to do this as my job.
But I'd say risk as well because he's dynamic and he has power, so.